Hey folks, in the world of handguns and concealed carry, Kahr Arms is among the best. And the great thing is that the company headquarters is right here in the Pocono Mountains. You can check out their entire line right here in Pike County at the Tommy Gun Warehouse. But we've got a lot of interesting information and a lot of new products, as you'll see right now when we go out in the open. Hey folks, welcome to this edition of Out in the Open. I'm Alex Zidock.
And I'm JoAnne Zidock for this edition. Look at where we are again.
I know.
I love coming here.
I know you do. You would rather come here and window shop than go
to the mall.
I know. And window shop.
I
You hate shopping.
I know.
But you like to come here, walking up and down the aisles and looking at what's new and all the different kinds of things,
and
right?
see what he might buy me for my birthday or
right,
for
exactly.
fun, or
yeah,
just
sure,
because.
Right. That's the truth, And the thing is, people don't realize is, it's called the Tommy Gun Warehouse where we are, but it is, the Pennsylvania home of Kahr Arms, and they've got scopes, they've got knives, they've got ammunition,
gloves,
they've got clothing,
they've got
got
coffee.
everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, over there we have a little
snack area.
You can have a little snack area or coffee or something else. So
that's the way you're walking around shopping. You can have a little taste of something. If you need to, you can stay a little longer.
So we got a good show. We got some new stuff to show you that we're going to talk about.
I'm excited.
Hey, a lot of stuff going on in the outdoors.
I know.
We still have a lot of good fishing. I mean, still stock on the stream, so we got a lot of good fishing. And turkey season is just about history.
The fawns are starting to show up big time.
Yeah. Now's the time to get out with your camera. If you've got a little telephoto lens, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
That's right. Some of your pictures are going to be magnificent.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Hey, you're going to love this show, too. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey folks, welcome back to Out in the Open. With me is Frank Harris, and he's the Vice President of Sales and Marketing, Kahr Arms. And Frank, we say Kahr Arms, and Kahr Arms is, I guess, the mother of all of this whole company now that we find here in Pike County, Pennsylvania, which we love very much, and having the Tommy Gun Warehouse here. What's a little bit of the history behind Kahr Arms?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you and your wife and Out in the Open for having us, for inviting us, for coming here. I think this is your fourth time here. This never would have happened in New York, where we started. They were trying to kick us out of the state, so we left. And here we are in Pennsylvania, and we're really happy to be here, and we feel like we've been received with open arms.
Absolutely.
And it just so happens that in 1994, Justin Moon and I, Justin started the company, started Kahr Arms, we traveled around this part of Pennsylvania and parts of the Northeast with one gun, a K9 prototype in carbon steel in 1994. That's where it all started. And the rest is history. I mean, it's been really the American dream for us.
Kahr has come a long way in that bringing the concealed carry guns to the general public, and a lot of other guns. Now, eventually, Justin purchased other companies like the Tommy gun. Huh?
Right, exactly. In 1999, we purchased Auto-Ordnance Corporation, which makes this beautiful replica of a full auto Tommy gun. This is semi-auto, and this happens to have a detachable buttstock. And the design of that buttstock is exactly as it was built in the 1916, 1917, the gangster days. We copied the engineering drawings exactly. And this model happens to have a 14-inch barrel with a 2-inch compensator on the end, so it's perfectly legal. This is one of our new models, but we purchased this company in 1999, and that was also the same year we came out with our first polymer gun, called the P9. Because before that, we always had steel guns. And the polymer revolution was taking over in the handgun industry, especially with concealed carry becoming very popular. So we came out with 1999 at the SHOT Show in Atlanta. We did the P9 and we introduced the Tommy gun. And I tell you, this has been an amazing acquisition for our company, and to the point where here we are in the 7,000 square foot Tommy Gun Warehouse, where we have 300 guns made by Kahr Firearms Group. Tommy
Amazing.
guns, Kahr pistols, and the newest acquisition, the Desert Eagle.
And you have you know, a lot of other guns too, other manufacturers.
Yes,
that
we
you
do.
have
We have
here
a-
too. So so people have a choice. If you come in and you're looking, I mean, this is really a retail outlet store for guns, for handguns, long guns. Now the Tommy gun is legal because it's semi-auto, right? It's like
Correct.
it's like if I have my semi-auto shotgun, I'm bird hunting. This is semi-auto. right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So it's legal.
It's a piece of American history. A lot of people may have carried the gun, or their grandfather or father carried the gun during the war,
Yep.
and they'd like to have something that is a replica of American history.
I don't think people realize that really it was a war gun. You know, I mean, they saw the gangsters with them, you know, in the old movies, the Al Capone movies and things. But
Right.
basically, it was built for the war.
It built for World War I, and
Yep.
then never really saw a lot of action there because the war ended. But then World War II was where it was a really an important weapon for the U.S. military.
And then you bought a couple other gun manufacturers or gun groups, like
We bought Magnum Research,
Okay.
which makes a very famous gun. I'm sure a number of your viewers have heard of it, called the Desert Eagle,
Right.
which has been in production since 1985. And most of them, at that time, they were all being imported from Israel. Well, now, everything that we sell in the 50 AE, which is the caliber that everybody likes because it's the biggest and the baddest, those are all made in the U.S. And most of the 44s are made in the U.S. and some of the 357s.
this is a wild gun. This is the biggest, baddest. I mean, people own it just because it's big and bad. Is that right?
Exactly.
This
This is basically a rifle that you hold in your hands. Even if you look at the bolt,
Oh yeah,
it
look
looks
at
like
that.
it looks like a
Absolutely.
rifle bolt.
Yeah, we could turn that this way. Maybe he can get a shot in there. I mean,
Okay.
it looks like a rifle bolt, right? You see right in here. I mean, this has got a lot of extractor grips on it. I mean,
It's a rotating bolt, and
It's fantastic. Yeah.
and it's a gas-operated design.
Uh-huh.
One of the interesting things about the Desert Eagle is that the barrel is locked and it's stationary, so the barrel doesn't move, and it's a single-action gun, which means you pull the trigger a very small amount, and the hammer drops. So it's very accurate.
And close that up. People can see it.
And this happens to
There we
be
go.
our black tiger stripe. We also call
Black
it
on black.
the midnight tiger.
That's wild. But you also make the wheel gun.
Yes, we do. This is our BFR, the big frame revolver. This happens to be a 460 Smith & Wesson caliber. All of our revolvers are 5-shot. This is a 10-inch barrel. We make about 13 different calibers at the factory. We have both short and long cylinders. We can do from a 44 Magnum all the way up to a 500 Smith &
Good
Wesson.
hunting gun.
For hunting, for shooting steel plates, and most recently, we updated the grip on this gun. So we have a brand new grip. It's more ergonomic, easier to handle. Okay, this is our 1911. This is one of our imported products. This is made in Israel. They know something about making guns over
do.
there.
They do.
So the only guns we import are from Israel. And this is a 1911. We've just upgraded this design with what's called a G10 grip, which is a composite material. This is the gray and black. It's very popular, very nice for getting a firm grip. And this is a 4.3-inch barrel. It has a bull barrel, which gives you a very tight lockup.
This is new in your line, right?
With the G10 grip,
with the
it
G10
is.
grip. Okay.
Yes.
It also comes
And
now. This is the stainless.
This is the yes,
stainless.
and that looks really nice in stainless,
Yes.
especially with the G10 grip.
Yep.
We used to always have these in the wooden grips, but now we have them in the G10 grip. And this is also our 4.3-inch model. We have 8 different models in the Desert Eagle 1911, including 9mm and 45. So just recently we started to import the 9mm in this gun.
So these are new. These are new.
Yes.
These are new, and we've got a whole bunch of other new stuff to talk about when we come back. So don't go. We've got a lot of more stuff to show you and a lot more interesting things. So we'll be right back. Okay, with me is Frank Harris. He is the Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Kahr Arms, and also with me is this 50 Action Express, which is the Desert Eagle, which is a fantastic pistol. But you know, compared to the other ones, Frank, this one's nice and light. What's so what else is so new with this beautiful handgun?
Well, since we bought Magnum Research, which makes the Desert Eagle in 2010, we've had a lot of neat ideas. Justin Moon, the owner of our company, has had a real vision for new Desert Eagle designs. Well, this represents some really cool new stuff for this year. One is the integral muzzle brake. This is reduces the felt recoil. And I can't say that it's like shooting a 9mm. You're still going to know you shot a 50 AE, but it reduces that flip. We also made the frame aluminum.
Lightweight.
This weighs about a pound less than our all steel model. You still have to really hang on to it, and we put a rail on the bottom, which it just looks cool. So between the rail on the bottom, where you can hang your lasers or your lights, and the integral muzzle brake, it's just, the Desert Eagle has always been about the look, the cool factor. It's an iconic gun. It's been in over 500 movies and videos. So we know that a lot of people that buy this gun just want to have the coolest, meanest, baddest looking gun out there.
It is. And it's fantastic. You got to come and see these, because they're just wonderful.
And we make that in 3 calibers, a 50 AE, a 44 Magnum, and a 357.
I'm going to stick that right in here. But you know what we want to talk about primarily are these new Kahr. Made in the USA. Wow. What's new with these? Let's run down these quickly.
On the Kahr line, we have a new 40 that is magna-ported. We have taken a very special machine that's called an EDM machine for the machinists out there. And we have created holes in the barrel and
we're going to turn that this way just a little bit so you can see it.
In the slide.
It's on both sides, right here. And right here you can see that.
And that reduces the felt recoil on a 40. A lot of people complain about the 40, that it has too much recoil, especially in a lightweight design. This is like shooting a 9mm.
It brings it down to a 9?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And on our YouTube channel, we have a video of Justin, the owner, shooting this gun and the gun without the Magnaport, and we do it in slow motion, so you can see
the difference.
See the difference between the two designs.
And you know, before we go any further, you do have a website, right?
Yes.
Kahr.
We have Kahr.com, MagnumResearch.com, and TommyGun.com, and we have a YouTube channel, which is linked off of all.
Some fantastic videos on those, by the way. Let's move to the next one.
All right, here's where we've jumped into the Cerakote craze with a lot of other people. Cerakote is a very thin ceramic coating that is applied to metal, and it does not cause any problem with becoming too thick, like a lot of coatings in the firearm industry. They become too thick so the gun doesn't work. The Cerakote is a very thin coating, and they're able to do it in a lot of cool colors. This happens to be their tungsten. We call it a TU tungsten model, and we've done the slide, the trigger, and also the slide stop lever. So it's just something that's different, and also it adds some rust resistance to the gun. So the Kahr pistols are designed to be carried. So you want to make sure that you're not, you might have a stainless, like this is a stainless slide, but it could still rust. It just stains less. So having a coating kind of gives you that extra layer of protection. Plus, it just has a very cool look to it with the gray and the black.
Sure does.
So that's new for this year. And then we've also, we've made a big deal out of how thin our guns are. But the funny thing is, when people come into a store like this, they pick it up and say, ooh, that's too small. Well, what we've done to solve that problem, we're trying to be everything to everybody, Alex, okay? We've put a tactical grip glove on here. I'll take this off. That's a Cerakote information. This is a tactical grip glove, which gives you that extra cushion
Oh,
and
yeah,
extra
look at
thickness.
That. You can see this right here. Yeah, This is what we're looking at right here, which gives you that. Now this comes off and on.
And
certainly. Yeah, it
right,
just
if you
slides
don't
off
like
and
it,
on.
you can
You
take
can
it
take
off.
it off, right.
And also it has a finger rest extension. So your little pinky. So people want to have small guns, but they want the guns that fit their hand. So we're, like I said, we're trying to be everything to everybody. And this also happens to have the Cerakote and a 3-dot sight. We call this our TU3 model, and that's new for 2017. And we make this in a two 380s, one 9mm, and 145, and we have them here at the Tommy Gun Warehouse, and also other dealers in the area would have these.
Sure, yeah. Nice, light, small, easy to carry.
Less than 10 ounces.
You know, when you consider that the whole Kahr philosophy was built on trying to make something easier to carry than what was on the market 25 years ago, you know, you've come a long way. I mean, you've accomplished that. I mean, by what Justin has done and your, you know, your R&D people, you know, what they've done and been able to come up with these smaller frames and narrow. You know, we talked about narrow.
Right.
Single stack, right?
Just so your viewers know, everything that Kahr Arms makes in the Kahr pistol line is single stack.
Right. Oh,
So
okay. It's all
which
single
means
stack.
they're very slim.
Very slim.
It's actually a gun that you'll carry with you every day. Which
and
is
there's like what, 15 patents or something on the
seven.
original? Seven on
seven.
the.
Some are expired, but yeah, 7 patents
but,
total.
Unbelievable, you know, when he first developed these things,
Yes.
you know, what he did with them and why he did
Yeah,
them, and it's all working out at the end. You
Well,
know?
when we first started, I think there were 8 states that allowed concealed carry. Now, almost every state allows concealed carry. So from 1994 until today, the trend for concealed carry, people have realized that if you want to, you have to be responsible for your own security.
Absolutely.
You can't just wait to call the police.
No.
And people are taking responsibility for their own security.
And it's getting more and more that pretty soon we'll be able to carry maybe state to state. You know,
yes,
there are
they
some
are,
reciprocal states.
Right,
But
the Congress is working on a national reciprocity bill,
Yep.
which we're keeping our fingers crossed that it will be passed.
absolutely. Let's show them this wonderful rifle that you have.
All
here.
right,
It's
this is
22.
we came out with this
wow.
one at the end of last year in the fall. This is a what we call a Barracuda stock. It's an American walnut. It's just a beautiful piece of wood. We have a company in South Dakota that makes these for us. This model is a 22 long rifle. It's our Magnum Light 22. It happens to have a graphite barrel. You'd be amazed at how light this is.
It is. I know.
It
was
really
just
is.
The same. They all are. They're just fantastic for plinking. I mean, if you're looking for something to take out and just shoot cans and targets and metal targets and whatever, this comes in 22. Does this all come in Magnum?
And
too?
22 Win Mag
and
also.
22
this
Win
model
Mag.
comes in both 22 Win Mag and 22 long rifle. This model is our ambidextrous thumb hole stock. This one is basically a right-handed.
Right-hander.
This one is right and left-handed.
Right and left,
has a nice palm swell there. Also, the comb is nice and high because you have to put optics on here. And this happens to have a tension barrel with a threaded muzzle. So you could put your suppressor on here.
Okay.
And that tension barrel is a very accurate barrel. We also have a new model we're coming out with, and maybe next time you come, we'll show it. It's an integrally suppressed 22 barrel that looks just like this, but it has an integral suppressor. And I'm going to save the juicy details for the next visit.
All right, we'll do that. Hey, it's the Tommy Gun Warehouse here, the home of Kahr Arms, and all kinds of guns, all kinds of firearms. If you want to carry, if you want to shoot, you want to just have some fun and blink and do anything, you got to come out here in Pike County, Tommy Gun Warehouse, and look all this stuff up and go online and get your heads up. Hey, Frank, thank you so much. Appreciate you
Alex.
coming on.
Thank you.
Talking about all these great guns. Don't go away. We'll be right back.